You're watching BTP Sports Talk Live. This is Richard Walker, the Great Sports Morpheus. As we continue our coverage of the University of Houston football program, we had an opportunity to talk to Coach Tony Levine on the heels of that disappointing loss to open the season there at TEDCU Stadium. Coach had some pretty stern comments about the overall performance of his program on Friday night. Big loss, sort of a black eye on the season, but the focus now is on recovering and focusing on going forward as we prepare to face Grambling in Game 2, the second home game of the season against Grambling University. Coach Levine spoke specifically about Grambling's speed and their aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball. They made some adjustments. We have a new starting left tackle as well, so we'll go to that segment in a minute. And we also had the pleasure and the honor while we're at the University of Houston campus to attend the press conference which was announcing that the legendary Carl Lewis, the multi-time U.S. Olympic and world champion in track and field, was there, and the announcement came out that he will be the new assistant coach, specifically focusing on sprints and jumps. As Coach Leroy Burrell made the announcement, and we had an opportunity to get a few words in with the great Carl Lewis as well. So this is what we do, and we're grateful for our relationship with the University of Houston. Of course, go Cougs. It took me a while to get there, but go Cougs. We're looking forward to continuing our coverage of University of Houston athletics throughout the year, and this is just the beginning of it. So we're going to go to that footage right now, and you're watching BTP Sports Talk Live. Bring the pain.
First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming out today, staying a little late to allow us to make a really important announcement for the future of our program. We're really proud to announce that we have offered and Carl has graciously accepted the assistant track and field coach position here. He will work with our men's sprints and jumps. In conjunction with that, we are going to have Floyd Hurd, the person who formerly held that position, be the director of student athlete development. He'll handle all things concerning our athletes' continued success off the track, strength conditioning, nutrition, academics, as well as you'll assist to a certain extent in some training activities that we do off the track. Of course, Carl is synonymous with track and field here at the University of Houston. Well, really not only at the University of Houston, really worldwide. And he brings a tremendous amount of recognition to our program, and the impact, I think, with the time he spent as a volunteer assistant here has been tremendous, and so really this is just a continuation of that process. And I'm really excited, not only on the professional level, but also in the colleague level, as a really good friend that Carl's agreed to come in and serve in that role. So obviously you guys are here, not necessarily hear what I have to say, but to hear Carl to say so. When we caught up and let him make a quick statement.
I'll be losing my voice. We had a lot of work this weekend. But first of all, I want to thank Leroy and the university for giving me this opportunity. It's really funny because I came from a coaching family. My parents were coaches, and then I came up through that background. And even though I didn't know I'd get to this point, I was always preparing for it. So this is exciting for me, and I hope that what I can bring to the university is something unique in the fact that Leroy and Coach Burrell and Coach Hurd and Coach Tellez, we've known each other for over 30 years. So our friendship is important, but also what we can bring to this program, because I think it's in what he wants in his leadership, is to make this program the best program in the world. And I think we can say that here at the University of Houston, because when I competed here, when Coach Burrell competed here, where Houston went, the United States went. And that's something that I'm really excited about. We're not only going to go after American Conference, the NCAA, but we're going to go to the Olympics and take kids everywhere. So I think it's important to know that we want them to fulfill every single goal they can achieve, first of all, academically. And I'm so proud to come on because of the academics. program at the university has been so strong, and the athletes have taken it seriously with the GPA for both men's and women has been over 3.0, so we're really excited about that, and excited to be around a bunch of young people that want to be the best that they can be. We have tremendous athletes here. My year as a volunteer only allowed me to go around the country, follow the team, see what the kids are doing, but also watch what's going on in the sport of track and field. And the leadership that we're going to take in making this the best program in the world, collegiate program in the world, not just in the conference and in the country, but in the world. That's the goal. Is very exciting, and I'm glad that Coach Burrell asked me to do that, and I'm taking on the chance.
Carl, the things that you've had in the private sector where you could have gone and done, to have that 1 year as a volunteer, when did it get in your mind that, hey, if something comes open or the staff can be arranged, that you want to do this, full time?
Well, it's interesting. It really didn't come in that direction. I just want us to be the best we can be. I love the University of Houston. I went to school here. This is my hometown, and I know that we can do that, and I feel that I can help get to that point, and that's really what it is. It really isn't about where my world is. It's about the world I want to happen here. And this past year has been so much fun working with the athletes, getting to know the rhythm of the collegiate sport, understanding what's missing outside of the university, what we can do to add to the sport of track and field, and that. So I really didn't look at it that standpoint. When I moved back here a little over a year ago, I didn't even expect to get into coaching, but here we are years later, and I'm taking this position. But one thing I will say is that the only place that I ever would coach is the University of Houston, and I love the program. I love the support that we get from the president on down through the athletic department, and the opportunity for us to be, like I said, the best team in the world. And when I go out and recruit with Coach Burrell and other people, that's what we're talking to them. We're going to make sure we're driving the car all the way down, because we want the student athletes to want everything. We want it all. Be selfish, because you want everything, and we're going to do everything we possibly can to make sure they get the chance to get everything. We had the opportunity through this program to do that. We went to the highest level, so we know what that level is, and we expect to have student athletes to do the same thing.
Do you see any similarities with the current group and the group that you guys grew up with, the makeup of the team, the drive to be great, anything that?
Well, it's interesting. Obviously, we had a season last year. Cameron had a great year. He was an All-American indoors and outdoors, and we have another great group of athletes. I mean, it's fortunate for me. I mean, I have a lot of great athletes to work with. But the real issue is always establishing and maintaining. Because once you establish the program and everyone sees it from that light, then people will come. And it's not, to me, it's not just about winning the conference. That's expected. And the kids and the young people know that. Or it's not about trying to win the NCAA. That's expected. But we also want them to go on and be ambassadors for the university worldwide. Because athletically, you're also an ambassador for the university academically. And that's something we're going to drive very hard into the young people. And it's a message that they want to hear. And so when they hear from someone like Coach Burrell, who's an Olympic champion, and says, I came here, I sat in those classrooms, well, many of them, because when I was here, none of them were here. But when they talk about that, and those the young people really feel that that's a place where I can get to where I want to be. And I've always believed in being a dreamer. When I came to the university 35 years ago, the program was just being started with Coach Tellez. And we had a dream of doing everything. And fortunately, we had that type of success. And we have those type of athletes here now and expect to get those athletes that want to do that as well.
You talked to Coach Tellez just about this, and what did he did what did he say about it?
Well, I talk to Coach Tellez all the time, actually. And one of the things that I want to really get out about this is that oftentimes athletes, especially in our sport, retire when they coach. Okay? It's almost kind of like an automatic, easy thing. Well, all athletes did not become good coaches. And I think a lot of that is because you expect to carry everything over to the next level. Well, to me, it isn't that way. It's preparation. In this past year, I learned a lot about what I was doing, working with the staff, and all these years, even though I wasn't thinking I was going to coach, I've been kind of preparing for it, because Coach Tellez and I talk all the time about coaching and events, and when I even mentioned that I want to do this, he sent me a big stack of things, read the papers, and let's go over this, and I consult him all the time. But I also went to massage therapy school, so I understand body systems and movement, and I think it's important for me as a coach to take the same attitude that I did as an athlete, to learn, to reach out to mentors like Coach Tellez, who is probably the greatest coach of the 20th century. So it isn't a matter of saying, well, I'm Carl Lewis, I won gold medals, I got it. It's really about me saying, I want to be the best coach I can be, and I'm going to continue to learn. And Coach Tellez did the same thing. He always learned, and we always tried to learn more and become better. So that's my method, and I think that young athletes will resonate to that. So I reach out to Coach Tellez. I will consult him all the time. I consult Coach Burrell all the time about his ideas. We discuss things. But the objective is to know that there is no perfect coach. You know, but I want to be the perfect coach to these athletes. So in order to do that, I want to constantly learn to become better, take information. I'm going to consult with people, work and talk to Carl Tellez, who's known us for 30 years. We work together as well. So my biggest thing is that, yes, I have consulted him. I'm going to consult everyone that I can that can help me become a better coach.
When you came here in 1979, what sold you on the University of Houston? Was it Coach Tellez, or were there other things you liked about it?
Well, I'll tell you a funny thing. When I came here, I had a terrible visit. I mean, the visit was boring. The guy that took me around was boring. I liked the city, but I was like, you got to be kidding me. Get me out of here. But the last day, Coach Tellez sat down and we watched video. And he was showing me different jumpers. And then he said, I haven't seen you, but I think you can break the world record and you can win the Olympics. And he told me that, and it was one of those things where you heard something that you didn't know you wanted to hear. Everyone else had told me the same story about the conference and everything else, and then finally he said, I can help you reach your potential. And I'm sold in, because people don't realize it, but I already taken all my visits, and I actually paid to come on a visit down here. So it was, I was like, I paid to come down here for this? But when he told me that, I couldn't get that out of my head. And he said, you can be this great, and I can help you. And he showed me in this video room. And it just blew me away. And that was it. When I came back here, when I stepped on campus, I heard that for months. And I said, we're going to do this. And it took, the first year was difficult. The second year, it exploded.
Carl, I can't take for granted what this could do for recruiting, and I don't think Leroy intends this, but he's kind of on the men's and women's side formed sort of a coaching dream team, so to speak, with the staff that y'all have. When you go into a kid's living room or something, and you can carry the weight of the accomplishments that you guys have had, what do you think that does for the program, just to get in the living room, get these kids and get them here?
Well, the first thing, what Coach Burrell has taught me is you have to be humble, because the bottom line, a lot of the kids know us through the internet and that kind of place. They've seen us on YouTube, but they haven't watched us run live. So they see the times and they see the performances. But we have to understand that just that alone is not going to sell them. But one thing it does do is that when the kid looks you in the eye and says, I want to go to the University of Houston, get my degree, win NCAA, and go to the Olympics, then we can say, okay, I know what that's about. And I think that's more important to say, I understand that. And we can talk to the parents and say, you know what, I remember seeing the look in my mother's eyes when she's sitting in the stands and understanding these parents one day want their kids to be there, and I can talk to them about what that experience is going to be like. So I think that it really starts with them, and if we keep our focus on the student athlete and make sure it's always about them, even though we've had that success, they can ask these questions. What's it going to be like? What's post-collegiate sports going to be like? Are they going to support my child when they're out of here? Can they stay in Houston? These are the kind of questions we can't ask because we've been through our experience. And as we all know, going to the Olympics or going to the NCAA championships or going to the conference championships, that's something they all want to do. And we've all been there, and we've had that success, and we're at those levels. So we can translate to that, say, I know what it's like, and if that's what you want to get, we know how to get you there. And for all of you out there, we can get you there.